Hello. Dirty trucking. Just got off the phone with Hertz maintenance department. Of course, I can't get the vehicle extension. Not the vehicle extension. The hose department was not answering. That's the department that looks up the holes on the car and find out why these holes are placed on the car, and they're supposed to be able to remove the holes. They're not answering. So I get the guy. I call back to the main number and get the number that if you need service, I get that guy to answer. He's looking up, telling me about these holes on there, talking about there's nothing he can do. You have a whole department there. So what he's telling me is incorrect. There is a whole department here at Hertz, dealing with Hertz maintenance. They are at work today. I'm supposed to be able to transfer into that department, and they look up to see what generated these holes on the account. And they are able to remove the holes if they were automatically generated in error by the goddamn computer. And that's what he's making it seem like. The computer generated these messages. They have an automated system that generates these messages with the car. He said maybe it has something to do with the mileage of the car. I'm like, they already know the mileage of the car. So that can't be it. And that's not the problem, because everything is automated when it comes to the extension. 2 days prior, they send you a message that reminded you about the vehicle being extended. And then the day of, there's another reminder message. Now, if there was a hold on the account or anything wrong with the account, why didn't it come in one of those auto extend messages? Now, at 7:10, they attempted to extend the vehicle, but my phone bill had came in and took from the money that was supposed to extend the car. So now I had to replace that. So they couldn't get it extended at 7:10. So when I got the money back in there, it was just prior to probably about 7 minutes prior to 11, before they was closed. I called to extend the vehicle. Now they tell me there's a message on there talking about maxed out on mile. It says, but this guy took it even further. It says some THC vehicle stop. I don't know if that's what they were talking about, has to do with the maxed out on miles or whatever it is. The message I got when they couldn't extend the vehicle from Hertz automated system: vehicle extension was not successful. Please add 305 to your account and call this number. If there was any kind of hold, any kind of vehicle stop, any kind of e-hold, any kind of message like that on the account, I wouldn't have got that message. I'm tired of people telling me stuff that's not logical. It doesn't coincide with the messages I have to my phone. What you saying is a conflict of interest of what this automated has on my phone, which is letting me know you don't know what you're doing in your own department. Computers don't make mistakes. It's the people that operate them, what you're inputting into them. Computers are not designed to make mistakes. When you start fucking with computers, uploading shit that ain't supposed to be in there, inputting shit wrong, that's when the computers start making mistakes. He couldn't explain to me how there was a generated message that prevented me from extending a vehicle that's on their computer but wasn't sent to my phone. It don't make sense. The message to my phone at 7:10 tells me to add the money in the account and call the number to extend the vehicle. So that's letting me know at 7:10 there was no hold on the account. So who, after work hours, because there's nobody at the location at 7 p.m., but they're telling me to go to the location, they're the only one that can get this off of here. There's nobody at the location at 7 p.m. to even have put that on there. And the location don't put holes on the car. That's your maintenance department. It's automated. They don't put holes on the car. Your maintenance do. They look up and see what the holes are on the car. They don't go in putting holes on the car. That's your maintenance department. And they have a department for that, which is open today. But they weren't answering the phone. So I get this guy on the phone, spend 25 minutes with him, complaining about your computer system, and that I'm getting in touch with people who absolutely has no clue, no relevance, no intel, no insight on what the fuck is going on here, that you every other week we're having a problem extending these vehicles. Like I said, had the money been in the account, I wouldn't even be having this conversation. This video wouldn't have been made. But my phone bill hit the account before the car did. That's the only reason I'm having this conversation. And I'm 100% positive. Had the full amount bid in there, the car would have been extended with no problem. There would have been no generated message, none of that. This happened afterwards. So what kind of game is you playing with the computer here that's generating this message? And why is it your workers here don't know how to resolve it? And why is it that department that you have here to handle those issues is not answering the goddamn phone to get the holes removed instead of telling the customer to take the car back up to the location? You have a hose department here. A hole popped up on this car for no reason. There's a department that is open today until 4:30 that deals with that. They're not answering the phone. That's another problem. They're not answering the goddamn phone. You have to talk to another department that can't do anything about the holes. But you have a hose department that can do something about the holes and looking to find out why it's going on. But they're not doing it. That's why they got so many problems. I can't do work, or perform my work to the best of my ability, dealing with nonsense like this. You're incapable, you're incompetent of resolving your own computer issues here. And it has directly started affecting the renters here. These customers are paying good money to rent these goddamn cars. Don't nobody want to be aggravated with your auto extension being told the computer generated a message. How many times you gonna keep telling her that shit before you find out what the fuck the problem is with your automated goddamn system? I'm sick of it. It's aggravating, it's frustrating. That's why I needed to have my own car. I don't want to be paying for this shit. I'm paying for my own goddamn aggravation. I'm paying to rent the car, and then got to deal with the computer problem, and then the problems that they put off on the location. Do you know there was a shitload of drivers that rented from that location coming into that location because of what the computer said? Now they got to sit there and deal with all these people coming up there. And if what this guy just told me, that they are able to handle this, then they should have been able to resolve the problem to prevent it from happening ever again. But they don't. They can't. They don't do this. Their job is to rent the vehicles. Anything outside of that, billing, anything happen after we leave out of there, they have nothing to do with. But yet, they sit up there and generate these fucking fake-ass messages, running the customer up to the location. We burning gas coming there. I live all the way downtown Detroit. That place is out as Mount Clemens, damn near 15 Mile. I got to burn gas to go out there for something they could have done over the phone. They have a hose department here that is associated with the maintenance department. They are the department that removes vehicle holes. They are the department that looks into why vehicle holes are placed on the car. And if it's replaced there in error, they are the department that can remove the holes. They are putting their work off onto the location. And then after the location gets the matter resolved, now the location is doing the vehicle extension department work. They're extending the vehicle while we're in there. Two departments have placed their work off onto the location now. And that's not fair for the location. Now they got to do their jobs renting cars and then go look up what's going on with your maintenance department holes, your whole department holes. Then extend the vehicle, get this shit cleared up, and do their job at the location. If the location got to do the maintenance, the whole department job, and a vehicle and extension job, then you need to eliminate those departments. Those workers don't need to be there. You don't need a vehicle and extension. You don't need a hose department. Because we used to call the location and extend the vehicle. Then they turned that obligation over to the vehicle extension. We used to be able to call the location and extend the vehicle. When they went to implement this auto extension, that's where the problem came in. That's how the money came out of my account. Your auto generated an email to my account and you stole $301 out of my account. I'm not buying it. I'm not falling for your foolishness. I'm not hearing, I don't want to hear that you don't know and ain't nothing you can do. You have a department that can do. You just don't have nobody making them do. See, this is the result of them working at home. Ain't no supervisor there standing over them to see what I'm complaining about. Is there a message on the computer? He says there's a stop on there. Some TAC. That's exactly what that guy Neil said when I was at that Firestone. And if I find out it was Neil who had something to do with this and that message popping up on the goddamn account. And I found out Neil, all that time he was talking about he working in a different department, This guy disclosed he knows Neil. He works in maintenance. But Neil, when I was at Firestone, made it seem like he worked in some different ass goddamn department. When you just simply maintenance. You got a bunch of people that ain't doing their job correctly. And then you got a bunch of people that's not resolving these issues being caused by the computer because they don't know how to resolve them. You're leaving it up to other people to deal with. Your customers should not be dealing with your goddamn computer issues. Period.